Have you ever wondered why you feel stuck even though you're doing all the things? You're doing the journaling, you're doing the affirmations, you're going to therapy, but you still have your problem, or your problem improves and then it backslides. Well, you're not alone. A lot of people feel this way, and you're just dealing with surface level healing. There's surface level and then there's root level. And to get down to the root level, you have to ask more questions. It's not enough that you have the pain signal and it's like, I need to shut off the pain signal. Well, that's a surface level problem. You can shut off the pain signal with pain medicine, but if the pain isn't some acute injury or something like this, where it would be appropriate to shut down that stress on your body for a temporary amount of time so that you can get the help you need or start that healing process. If it's a chronic pain, if it's something that you need to dig deeper to find out about, you wouldn't want to just turn off the signal, or you wouldn't want to make that your only intervention. Turning down the signal and then start asking those questions. Start saying, why? My body's speaking to me through this symptom. What is my body trying to say with this symptom? Really start asking those questions. I encourage you to ask why until you get aha. Why is this happening? Well, why is that true? And why is that true? And why is that true? All the way until you go, I see. And all of a sudden now you have a root level conversation. Now you're getting somewhere. A great example of this is in stress. We see stress all the time. We see it before we give a presentation. We see it on our way to work because we're dreading that big assignment that they're going to give us. We are seeing it with balancing our work and our home life. We see it in our marriage, right? There's so many things that cause us stress. Sometimes we'll see it in the form of a headache. Maybe we're taking on too many things in our lives and our body is trying to say, hey, slow down. And we get a headache, and next thing you know, we're in bed for 3 days with a migraine. Our body got what it needed. It needed a rest. It needed a break. But that's not the desirable communication tool that we need. We don't want our body to scream at us to get the message across. So what do? We take medicine, right? Because we can't have a headache for 3 days and we can't slow down. So the answer is surface level. So we're going to take a medicine, the headache will go away, and we'll keep plowing through. Well, then what happens? Well, now we can't turn our neck because we have neck pain and we're stiff and our shoulders are stiff and I can barely move, but I'm going to get through. I'm going to take a muscle relaxer and I'm going to get through. Again, surface level, but we're in survival mode. We have to do this. We don't have time. Then what happens? Oh, now my back hurts. Now my back hurts, and now I have curvature in my spine. I have a pinched nerve, or I have some ruptured disc, or I have a bulging disc. Now I'm going to the chiropractor. It's the same headache problem, but now it has evolved. Now it's morphed into something else. We go and we say, oh, I have this horrible back problem. What do I do? And they give you interventions and they teach you how to take better care of your body, how to manage your stress. And you're starting to get it now. You're starting to get a little more holistic. But the original problem, the original message, now it's muddled. We don't link it to that original headache. So it's harder to trace it back to its origin, right? Now we don't recognize that it's connected to the very first thing that went wrong. So in order to get down to the root, we have to trace it back. We have to look at more than just what our body is saying. We have to acknowledge what it is with our mind. That conscious mind is in charge of choices, awareness, and thoughts. We're not just our conscious mind. The second part of us, that's our subconscious. That's our file cabinet. That's our beliefs. That's our whys and our reasons. That's our defaults. That's our knee-jerk reactions because of what our experiences have been, what we've been exposed to, what we believe. How is our being supposed to get our attention, to give us messages about what's going on underneath the hood? Our body. That's the most effective communication tool. It doesn't always work. Many times it has to be escalated to be screaming at us before we can get the message, but it's a very effective tool. It's where we feel our issues. And then you have the energy. That's number 4. Your energy it's your invisible interactive tool. It tells no lies. It tells your secrets out loud. You know when somebody's not happy, right? They say, say, oh, I'm fine. You're not fine. I can tell you're not fine. How can you tell? It's not their faces. It's not their body language. Sometimes it is. It's their energy. You can feel it. You can feel when somebody's got love eyes for you. You can feel when somebody's angry at you. You can feel when someone's stressed out and their jitters are just jumping off of their bodies. You can feel those things. That's energy. And that is where true healing happens. And unless you look at all four, unless you ask all four to interact, communicate, and put forth that message, you're not getting down to the true root. Traditional approaches, what do? You bring them a problem and they say, let's fix it. Let's fix the problem. Let's turn off the signal. Let's, shut down the symptom, and then we're well and good. That's very much like if a house is on fire and, the firemen are coming, the sirens are loud, and everybody says, there's a fire. And what happens? We don't want that. That's disturbing the neighborhood. We don't want the sirens. We don't want the tire marks going through our streets. Send them home. We don't want that fireman. And then the fireman goes home and the fire blazes. It may even spread to other houses, right? And it becomes just an infestation of problem, right? It morphs into something else. We don't want to send home the firemen. We don't want to turn off the signal. We want to honor the signal. We want to ask the signal questions. Why are you there? What are you trying to tell me? And what can I do to support you? And together, those four parts of you, what I call the fundamental four, those four parts of you work together and you get harmony, you get homeostasis, you get balance, and you get root level healing. I hope you love this video today. Please check out my podcast, Healing Headquarters, and also check out my website, healingstartsherewithamy.com, and get more.